Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, this is Ashley with the product sales team. I am going to be doing a webinar today about for Troop PSMs and how to access UNIFY and kind of go through the system and show you guys where some things are. So if you are a parent and you've clicked on this one, there is also a parent webinar that will be in the parent section of our Cookie Plus on our website at GSKSMO.org. So if you're listening now, thanks for coming, but if you can, click out and then go click on the parent one and listen to that one. So right now you should see my UNIFY screen. I'm going to go ahead and log in. If you were in NUT-E last year and you have a troop that has participated in the sale, last year's login will work for you. We may just have to get you guys updated as the troop user. So if you know that you're not listed currently as a troop user or you haven't been able to access UNIFY, please go ahead and shoot us an email at candy@gsksmo.org so that we can get you added and you can access your troops tab here in the UNIFY system. So I am actually going to go into one of our troops as a user, and we are going to go in as Arjean, who's one of our great volunteers and also a service unit volunteer for us. So when Arjean goes into her troops tab, the first thing she's going to see is a list of all her girls that are currently in the troop, and so there'll be a list of all her girls in there, and she can access their orders and manage their orders while she's in there. Another option that you guys will have this year is sending messages to people in your troop. So if you are the troop person and you need to post messages to your adults, for instance, you're scheduling your turn-in with your parents, this is where you can send them emails directly or post a message to their account. When they log in, they will see it. So it's a nice way, and all of them will be already populated in there, so you don't have to go to your personal email. If they do respond back to you from the message you send them in UNIFY, that does go back to your personal email. So there is an option to do the Take Action project. A lot of troops skip this, and that's totally okay. It's up to you and your troop. You are welcome to select something that your troop does focus on. So if your troop does like to help with animal centers or adoption centers, you can select that, and people who order from anyone in your troop will see that. The My Creation tab is in regards to the My Creation patch that girls earn. So as girls sell in the system for the program, online sales and also in-person sales, they do earn different accessories and customizations for their My Creation patch, and this is how you can help select that for them. In most instances, the parent is going to be in here doing this with their girl, as they should, because the girl will want to create her own patch. But what this is showing you is actually the troop leader or the product salesperson can earn a patch this year. So if your troop does sell $225 worth of product, the troop leader can also create a My Creation patch, and that's what this one is showing. You actually have to go into your girl account to do the My Creation patch for the girl. The Manage Orders tab is just going to show you the girl in the troop and how you can manage that girl's order. So you have the option to edit their information, send email, and then there's also the payment option here where you can add deposit, so it's really helpful. If you do have, just to show you really quickly, if you do have more than one troop that you are managing in UNIFY, the way that you do to switch to your other troop is just up here in this corner. You go to Switch Troop. Arjean is only in one troop, so she doesn't have another troop to choose. Another thing that is a really cool feature this year is this icon right here with the eye, and it's a trefoil symbol. If you click on that, it's got some great, really quick snapshots for you guys. So you'll see that you can get a quick shot of what your sales are and how your girls are doing. If there were any product sales here, you would see them in this this chart here. Messages, another thing. So as the Troop person, you may be getting messages from me here at Council. If I did send a message out to everyone, this is where that would live. So if there had been any messages sent out, they would populate here. And when there is a message, there's also an icon right up here in the corner that notifies you that you have a message and that you need to look at it. Under program info is where you're going to find nutritionals information. So if someone is ordering from a girl or you have a customer that has a question about nutritions on something, that lives right here. When you click on it, it does take you to the old Nutty site, but it still has all of the information so you can view the nutritionals. The nut order card is exactly that. It's just going to pull up an example of the order card and the recognitions. That's also currently on our website as well at GSKSMO.org under the Candies tab. So if you have a girl that needs or wants an extra order card, you can print one off there. One great thing this year that they have added is these helpful online videos. If you are a Troop PSM and you also have a girl, when you go to the section, you're going to see the Troop videos, and then you're also going to see videos on how to do things under your girl account. These videos are about 1 to 2 minutes long, 1.5. They're really quick, easy, snap kind of videos where you just click on them and watch them, and it's just going to show you how to do really easy, quick, basic things in here, like how to manage girls' orders, how to access rosters, how to get to your Troop dashboard. So if you're stuck on something or it's during the weekend and I'm not available to help, or we're out of the office and you need to find how to do something, this is a great area to go to get that quick training that doesn't take very long. When you click on the calendar icon here in UNIFY, it is going to show you some dates and some times and when things are due. When deadlines are, that's great as a reminder, and parents also have both of those in their accounts. So as a True PSM, if you're wondering if parents have access to both of these, they do. So really quickly, I'm going to show you how to access a quick way to look at rosters. So when you first log in, it's going to show you each girl listed and just a quick overview of where they're at with their sales. If you actually go into the rosters tab, this is where you can add girls to your troop. One thing this year is I'm only uploading girls who have 19 memberships. So if you have girls who are financial aid or a parent who just hasn't been able to get that membership updated yet, that's okay. She's still welcome to participate. You'll just have to add her manually, and this is where you do that. So any girl, so we'll use financial aid girls as an example, but you'll want to just click on the add girl. The only thing you need to enter here is first, last name, and the email of her parent. When you do that, it's going to send the parent of your girl a launch email asking them to log in to manage their daughter's UNIFY account. So there's nothing else you need to do after you hit save right here. You're done. As we do uploads, the girl membership ID will connect to the girl's first, last name, and email provided. So I have been suggesting that when you add the girl, to add the email that they would use for Girl Scouts. That's the best way to make sure that they get connected correctly at the end of our program. So as you add girls, they do show up immediately. I have noticed when you add them, they don't populate right away. So you may need to refresh your page or log out and log back in after you've done all of your additions so that you can see them. The other way that you manage the girls' account, so we'll use Geneva as the option, but if you are verifying the girls' in-person orders, this is where you'll want to go. This year, parents can enter in the girls' order card information. However, we do expect you as a Troop PSM to verify that those orders are correct and that they have the appropriate amount of money for those in-person orders. delivered options online, those people still pay online, so the girls aren't collecting any money from those folks. The only money they would be collecting are from the order card orders. So I'm going to click on Manage Orders here, and we're going to look at Geneva. So this is where you're going to see essentially exactly what the order card is, and it's labeled out here. As the parent is entering in the information, so say she sold Whatman Treasures and she sold 1 Buffalo Ranch pretzel mix, that's going to populate as 2, and it says she owns $16. At the end of the sale, you'll want to go in and make sure that these are all correct when you do your turn-in. After you've done that, you'll want to click Save and Continue. When you hit Save and Continue, I'm just going to delete these really quickly. That's going to automatically take you over to the Select Rewards tab. Girls also have the option this year to look at their rewards that they're earning, and they are able to select what they want, which is great. And then again, maybe at turn-in, you guys will want to just verify that what they've selected is still what they want to receive for their recognitions. But as they earn, there is a little green box that populates right here, and it says earned right next to it. So it's very clear what the girl has sold and what she's earned in the system. And then once she's selected all the items that she would like to receive, whether that be cookie dough or the actual recognition, you'll just want to hit Save and Continue again. And that just saves all of the options that you've selected for the year for her. So now I'm going to go into the Financials tab. We've had quite a few questions regarding financials, so I want to go in there really quick and do a quick overview of how that's going to work. So all of the council banking accounts have been added to UNIFY for you guys to select as you're entering in deposits. We don't want you guys putting in any troop numbers, which is why the troop bank has been grayed out. What you should be adding is only your deposits to the product sales accounts. Obviously, whatever proceeds your troop gets, we would love for you to go ahead and put those in your troop account so that we don't have to reimburse you later. You'll just get your money much faster. So troop banking information you can completely ignore. You won't be doing anything with that. As far as troop transactions, this is where you'll be entering in your troops deposit. So as girls sell and they collect money, and then at turn-in, when you get that money, you'll want to do deposits, unless you want to do deposits throughout the sale, which is totally okay. So we're going to go ahead and try and add a transaction. And before you can select an account, an amount or account name and things like that, I do suggest going ahead and putting in the date that you made your deposit. So we'll say we did a deposit today. And then you'll see the complete list of all of our council bank accounts. Every service unit in our council does use, most of them use different service unit banking. So I do suggest that you touch base if you're new to the program and you're unaware of what bank your service unit uses. I would suggest that you touch base with your service unit product sales manager, or you are also welcome to email candy@gskSMO.org. And we can confirm what bank your service unit uses. There are some service units in our area that do use 2 banks, so again, I would just double check. As always, if you need deposit slips, your service unit PSM should have some generics that you can use. If you haven't gotten any, if you've asked for some and ordered them, but you haven't received them, the service unit PSM should have some generics for you to use for depositing money if you need those. So we're going to go ahead and say we're using Bank Midwest. Transaction ID, it's always great for you guys if there is a printed verification on your deposit to put that in here. When we audit, it's super helpful. So that's how you add your transactions. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but I just wanted to show you where that lives in case you have questions later on when you guys are actually in there and doing that action. Okay, so I think we've gone over everything. I will show you where the reports are. There's not going to be anything on these reports since the girl hasn't sold anything, but I think it's great for you to see them. They are the same reports that would have been in NUTE that are also have been carried over into UNIFY. So if you've done the program previously, these reports should look similar, the same to you. Mainly what you're going to be printing off is the G2 report and then the T2 report. Those are the two that you mostly are going to use. So let's just take a look at the G2 report really quickly. It may not pull anything up since she doesn't have any sales in here. So, but yeah, so it's going to look the same. If you guys have questions about reports, as always, please reach out to us. We're happy to help. If you have any questions regarding anything that we went over in the webinar, as always, again, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help answer any questions. As far as adding girls, we kind of went over that, and I think you guys are in a good spot. So if you do have questions, again, reach out to me, or also your service unit PSM is always available for questions, and our customer care team is also out there too.